What if, one ordinary Tuesday morning, every cash machine in America stopped spitting bills? Not because of a bank holiday, not because of a software update, but because someone, somewhere decided to press a digital freeze button. Imagine gas stations that can't accept cash tips, grocery lines clogged with people trying to pay rent, hospitals scrambling for petty cash, and a nation suddenly reminded how fragile the thing we call money really is. We don't think about ATMs until we need one. They sit quietly on street corners, in supermarkets, at the end of dimly lit hallways. They're boring, reliable, almost invisible, until they fail. Picture a city just after sunrise. A commuter swipes his card, types his PIN, waits for that familiar whirring sound. Nothing. A college student tries the machine outside her dorm for breakfast money. Error message. Across town, a man at a pharmacy pulls out his debit card only to hear the cashier say, "Sorry, cash only, the system's down." At first, it seems like an inconvenience. By mid-morning, the same message is spreading like wildfire across social media. ATMs are freezing everywhere. By evening, grocery stores start closing early because they can't make change. For the first time in decades, Americans realize just how much their daily lives depend on these humming metal boxes. The truth is, an ATM isn't just a box full of money. It's the tip of a massive digital iceberg. Behind that small screen and keypad is a hidden web of banks, networks, processors, armored trucks, and software. Your card doesn't talk to the ATM itself. It talks to your bank through switches and payment networks to confirm that your account has funds, that you are who you say you are, and that the cash in that vault is authorized to flow into your hands. Every beep, every confirmation, every bill that slides into your palm is the result of hundreds of signals traveling through wires, servers, and software. Disrupt just a few of those signals, and the entire system grinds to a halt. The truth is, an ATM isn't just a box full of money. It's the tip of a massive digital iceberg. Behind that small screen and keypad is a hidden web of banks, networks, processors, armored trucks, and software. Your card doesn't talk to the ATM itself. It talks to your bank through switches and payment networks to confirm that your account has funds, that you are who you say you are, and that the cash in that vault is authorized to flow into your hands. Every beep, every confirmation, every bill that slides into your palm is the result of hundreds of signals traveling through wires, servers, and software. Disrupt just a few of those signals, and the entire system grinds to a halt. This may sound like a far-fetched cyber thriller, but history tells us it's not. Cybercriminals have been poking and prodding these systems for years. You may have heard of ATM jackpotting, where a hacker forces a machine to spit out all its money like a busted slot machine. Sometimes they do it with malware, sometimes with physical tools, but the result is the same: empty vaults and big losses. Oh, then there are the sophisticated network attacks. Banks in countries all over the world have woken up to discover their servers compromised, balances manipulated, and machines spitting cash on command for coordinated crews waiting at street corners. Even global institutions like SWIFT, the backbone of international banking, have been manipulated in billion-dollar heists. And if that wasn't enough warning, remember the ransomware epidemics. WannaCry, NotPetya, and others that crippled hospitals, ports, and corporations in a matter of hours. If malicious code can shut down an entire shipping terminal, why not the network that keeps your neighborhood ATM alive? So, how would hackers do it? How would they freeze not just one machine or one city, but every ATM across America? It wouldn't take Hollywood-style explosions or secret agents sneaking into bank vaults, no. It would begin quietly, months or even years before the big strike. Hackers would start by mapping the ecosystem, which banks control which systems, who maintains the ATMs, which networks connect to which processor. They'd comb through job postings, leaked manuals, and stolen login credentials sold on the dark web. They'd study every weak point, every vendor, every corner cut, in the name of convenience. Then comes the foothold. Maybe they compromise a software vendor that pushes updates to thousands of machines at once. Maybe they worm their way into the remote management consoles that operators use to monitor ATMs from afar. Or maybe they infiltrate the transaction switches, those digital crossroads that route every withdrawal request to the right bank. If you can control those switches, you control the heartbeat of the ATM network itself. Flip the wrong bit, and every machine suddenly stops responding. Another path is through the veins of the internet itself, by manipulating the global routing system, BGP, or corrupting DNS records. Hackers could misroute ATM traffic, sending those tiny requests into black holes instead of bank servers. To the average customer, the machine would look broken. To the banks, it would look like silence. Add in a dose of ransomware or data-wiping malware to slow recovery, and suddenly the outage isn't measured in hours, but in days. Now, picture the moment the freeze takes effect. From New York to Los Angeles, from Chicago to Dallas, every machine blinks red. People in line stare at the screen in disbelief. Small stores that rely on cash-only sales start closing their doors. Gig workers who get paid daily in cash are stranded without income. Elderly retirees who distrust online banking have no access to groceries or medicine. By nightfall, tensions rise. Police reports trickle in of small robberies, of people panicking in long lines outside branches, of rumors spreading that the banks are collapsing. Disinformation spreads faster than the truth, with fake screenshots and fake bank notices adding gasoline to the fire. Within 72 hours, the economic aftershocks begin to spread. Pharmacies and gas stations ration supplies. Public transit systems that rely on cash vending machines see their revenues vanish. If hackers could freeze every ATM in America tomorrow, they wouldn't just be shutting down machines, they would be shaking the foundations of trust itself. Trust in banks, in money, in the quiet routines that make society feel normal. Stay alert. Stay curious, and above all, stay prepared. Because the next great cyber crisis might not start with explosions or soldiers. It might start with silence from the ATM down the street.